This week on Carolina Paddlin, Chris shows us around QuickBlade headquarters in California, paddlers get the smackdown from Mother Nature in the 2014 Battle of the Paddle, and we tour the original Hobie workshop with Mark Johnson.
Down in the country, amongst the pines, Mama's born Virginia near the North Carolina line. Down in the country, amongst the pines, Mama's born Virginia near the North Carolina line.
Hey, I'm Chris Aguilar. We're here at QuickBlade headquarters. I'm eating a donut that Jenny Collenbuck brought us because she wants me to get fat. And so this is lunch. We're having an open house here for our team, and we're also working on a top secret video that we're also shooting, so that's why this is lunch. We call this whole room the Paddle Institute. This is where we work on making better paddles and better paddlers. So, or Jimmy does. I don't do. I just sit over there and work on videos and eat donuts. So this is where all the team trains. Jim trains Jamie. That's the flume, where they teach people how to paddle. The flume is interesting. Jimmy built this thing. They built it obviously in here. The side, the rail here, it's designed to be like the rail of your board. It's kind of got the grip like a board. It's got a little motor that moves the water circular and can actually change directions. You can't, I mean, you can paddle it without the motors on, but it's a water resistant, so it's better for teaching to have the water moving, because when you're paddling, you know, the board's moving, so it's like replicating the board planing. But yeah, it's a pretty exciting tool. We've done VO2 max tests in here and all kinds of stuff. And then there's actually seats that we have that go on the outside here for outriggers, so we can do outrigger training and coaching in here too. It's a pretty complete paddling unit. You see one thing you're training in here and all kinds of stuff. It's pretty rad. Yeah, welcome to QuickBlade. This is pretty much it. We have manufacturing everything down the way, so it's all right here. This is the candy store. That's right. This is the candy store next door. That's right. Hugo's room is where you want to be.
Yeah. Luckily, thank God I work for QuickBlade. I love my job. You need paddles? Call me. Email me. I'm here. Cheers.
All right, so I'm here to show you brand new, just prior to the BOP. This year for 2015 coming, we are going to build these brand new V-Drive 81 Sprinch blades. A good 10% smaller. You can see the overall width is 6 3/4 inch, so it's a 1/2 inch, a 3/4 inch rather wider than the 91. And this shaft will be available in our tapered shafts, or you can get the popular flyweight shaft, which is a 10% smaller in circumference. So the Trifecta 96, which is a big seller for us. The narrower tips give you a little softer feel at the catch, yet they have a very nice sweet spot at the middle of the stroke. So we found this one's really good for both surfing and racing. The narrower blade, like for surfing, again, it's all preference, but if you're a paddler that really likes to emphasize the middle of the stroke, you're going to find the Trifecta is probably the most efficient shape for that.
Hiya, QuickBlade, y'all!
There was cameras, props, and pictures full of the small details. We left them all behind. We left them all behind. There was a place for, there was a time for. We arrived to leave again. There was a point in a keepsake when you run from collections. I know one day there'll be a book or a song that to remind me how much you meant to me. Hungry, exhausted, and alone. Direction is a point. Direction is a purpose. Destination is a reason to live. All the sun nights.
We just got to check out the inside of the Hobie, local in California, their shaping bay and their glassing. It was absolutely awesome. The colors, I got to see my personal board being, you know, glassed and painted. I'm so excited.
I've been able to spend a portion of my time as a surfboard shaper where I've shaped between 6,000 and 7,000 surfboards. So I have a lot of experience when it comes to surfboard design, and it translates over to our sub designs today. Originally, this building was Hobie's surfboard factory. Hobie built this in 1962. So this was the original surfboard factory, and in the heyday of the 60s, surfing boom, the Gidget era and all that. This was this produced more boards than any other factory in the world. And it was the first building specifically built for surfboard production. So he built this building going, this is where I'm going to build my surfboards. And from surfboards, he went on to catamarans and all that kind of stuff. So this is our shaping room. The lights are low. Where I'm standing in the middle of the room, I can't see the actual light bulb, but it's shining directly where I can see the contours. Two different lights going on, used for two different things. So this would be my flat contour. And then when I switch the lights, I go strictly to overhead lights. When I want to do my rails, I tip the board on its side and I walk the board out. See how I can really see all these contours up here, and this is where I look at my outline. Silhouette of just what I want to see is the outline of the board. So that's why the lights are what they are. But the first thing we do is we use power machine. We machine it. Different size models that we're doing, the 9.6, the 9.4, the more 9.4. So we just do a lot of stock. Colin will come in and shape the ridges off of them, and then I'll have him go. I go do some color on, do color on half of them. So then he'll go wild and put color designs on them. Fine sands them really super fine. That way when we go to laminate them, the resin doesn't absorb into the foam. Boards, when they're done being finished, they weigh 12 to 13, 14. Your board will probably be a 12-pound board, which is crazy. Well, so you're gonna get this color. He's actually got the paint. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna tape it off. So he's gonna tape it off in a crisscross pattern, and he's gonna mask the pink. He'll spray the green since he's got green in his gun right now. Yeah. So you're gonna do a little, and this is basically our 2015 shape. It's the shape that all of our boards are gonna be patterned after for 2015. So in 2015, a few of the differences are, this is really super foil, meaning it's thin. It's definitely something on the smaller side of what we do. Okay. So this is like a board that Colin would actually hop on, and he would ride this board. So you see the pop in the rocker, a rocker's like this. It's got a little bit more of that. So you laminate the board, then you sand the board entirely, and then it goes into the hot coat room, which is what the board does is the hot coat drains off the top of it to get that sheet. There's 5 molecules in the hardener, there's 5 molecules in the resin. And you want those ratios. When those ratios are right, they're exactly the amount of molecules, and they stick together. If you have more of this, then there's molecules out there floating around that aren't attached to anything, which causes the board to be weaker. Tells the guys how much resin they want to use. So my rule of thumb is like, we stir it 80 times. Okay, my 710, I go over here and I go, okay, it's grams, everything's in grams. I measure 800 grams of resin to 352 of hardener mixture. If you're off in your mixtures, what happens is if people think that you can add more hardener, it's going to go off faster. It's not the right truth. It's not the correct way to think about this kind of resin. So we're really trying to make like the strongest, hardest board that we can. So it's really easy to customize these boards, for different widths. So a lot of people back east that are surfing up in like Maine, they're wearing 5mm wetsuits. So a board that we're riding here in California, or you guys are riding in North Carolina in the summertime, is not going to work for those guys up in Maine because they have an extra 20 pounds of. So then they want their boards like 32 wide, which is fine. You just take this board and you go, boom, I want it 32. Oh, I also want it thicker. I want the rails a little boxier. We can do all those things that really, as long as we just talked, it would be done.
Aloha, y'all. Just because. I'm actually a big fan of the Blue Mountains.
30 pack with Blue Mountains is very good. Look at she's doing reality right now.
I'm trying to walk if I let me walk.
It's hard to be around all these fit people. I have 2 young children. I ran a business, and my 3rd child is QuickBlade. I never figured out. Look at all the equipment I have here.
Tell us how you really feel.
God, just paddle it. That's about it.
Conditions, weather-wise, insane.
Today I'm fragile. Handle with care. It's gonna be a fun weekend.
Surf. If you surf, it's up, it's good, it's clean, it's as good as it gets. Racing, it's gonna be interesting.
Mama's gone to Virginia.